With 4 experienced sailors just vanished.
It has now been 2 days since a routine fishing trip turned into an all-out search. Thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Russ McCaskey.
I'm Amanda Hall. The Coast Guard just suspended the search to find this boat and the 4 men who were on board. This is a nightmare for their families.
Just the thought of not having him here and not knowing where he's at, if he's cold, if he's alone, if he's alive, it's a lot to bear with, and we're just trying to be hopeful, as hopeful as possible.
Ruben Mora's son told us he just wants his dad to come home. Their family has already dealt with enough tragedy just this month. A few weeks ago, Ruben's son, Roy Mora, died in a car crash, and the whole family is still grieving that loss. In this video, you can see the heartbreak. They wheeled him to the OR so his organs could be harvested and he could become an organ donor.
Well, tonight, investigators say that Ruben Mora was with Angel Hernandez Munoz and Julio Cesar Cordero, as well as Vargas Parra. The Coast Guard says that their boat disappeared near Stump Pass Park. That's in Sarasota County, right about here. The search had expanded all the way up from Longboat Key down to Collier County to Captiva and down to Collier County as well. The Night Beat's Amy Gallo joins us now live in Venice at the boat ramp where the 4 men set sail. Amy, it's a cold night to be out on the water.
Yeah, it is. And I spoke with Captain Markham, who was out on one of the boats searching today for these 4 men. He tells me that he saw multiple boats out on the water and that on the way back tonight at around 7 p.m., the Coast Guard was still out there searching. He himself was out there searching from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And there were about 9 agencies out on the water searching for these men today. There were also groups in the sky searching. 4 boaters lost at sea, their families consumed with worry.
The thought of not having him here and not knowing where he's at, if he's cold, if he's alone, if he's alive, it's a lot to bear with. And
Ruben Mora Jr.'s father, Ruben Mora, is one of the missing boaters. They head out Saturday morning on this boat, a boat agencies all over the southwest coast of Florida are now searching for, including Sea Tow Venice.
I saw with my eyes probably 18 to 20 boats, but there had to be at least another 10 or 12, if not more, that I did not see that were searching in other areas.
From as far north as Longboat Key all the way down to Sanibel.
It helps when someone calls and says, I'm having a problem and this is where I'm at. Then if you don't hear from them anymore, you at least have a starting point.
But in this case, Markham says there were about 10 different guesses as to where the missing boat could be.
That search area expanded out to, I believe, about 5,000 square miles.
Add to that conditions Monday were not good. Wind was blowing and seas were between 4 to 6 feet, making the search for a white boat infinitely harder.
And when you're out in conditions like that, everywhere you look, you see hundreds of white objects, or what you think are white objects, but what they are white caps from the waves rolling over.
And with it being crab season,
you're constantly avoiding becoming tangled in a stone crab trap.
But Markham has hope that Tuesday will be better as conditions improve.
We'll have a lot of recreational fishermen wanting to head offshore. Obviously, when you get several hundred people heading offshore, we monitor the VHF radio from our office and we look forward for somebody to call something in that they found.
Anything from a seat cushion to a cooler could be a clue that this family so desperately needs.
if you're out on a boat and you're driving around and you see somebody in distress or you see something that may happen, step out. It may or may not be my father.
Captain Markham told me he was also out on the water Saturday morning. Around the time that the missing boaters would have been leaving the inlet, he said that the conditions were very foggy that morning and it would have been easy for a boater to become disoriented or not see another boat coming their way. Live on the Night Beat, Amy Gallo, Wink News.